Two things. During the show, we were talking about The Last Guardian, and we kept calling it the Shadow Colossus. We know the game is called Last Guardian, and after we recorded the show, we realized we made a mistake. So there's no need to correct us in the comment section, so we already know. Our bad. And two, if you are a fanboy of any product, game, or company, or you are a plastic defender of consoles, please do not watch this podcast because you will leave the show ass hurt. We went the fuck in. Enjoy the show. What's up, geeks, nerds, dorks, and otaku cosplay bitches? NWN here, aka the Honorable Black Hokage, and this is the Gaming Illuminati Podcast. We are the Enlightened Gamers, and here for your fix of episode 26. Rocking with me today, I got my co-host. He's a fake gaming hipster because he said he likes Far Cry 4. The proof is in my previous video, E3 2014 live reactions, link in the description box below. And we all know real gaming hipsters don't like shit. Gaming Fanatic 386. Can we get your opening statement, sir?
E3 was a letdown, yo. Everybody sucked.
Agreed. And my other co-host, he's got the official We Out Here Living trailer on his channel. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, go check out his channel, youtube.com/STLKid. You'll know what I'm talking about. I was about to call it UTXJG the Dog.
You butchered it. Go ahead.
Yo bad. UTXJG the Dog. Can we get your opening statement? Go.
Anyway, just butcher my YouTube channel. True. I'm out here. Apparently I have a fan out there in wherever the hell you are, because I don't remember.
Shout out to Kevin.
Sometimes they're in, you sometimes in DC, sometimes you're in Virginia. It doesn't matter. Anyways, y'all are going to be upset, I'm sure, but we're going to tell you our opinions anyways. Get mad if you want to. We don't care at this point.
It was funny too when I ran into the dude Kevin too, because I was going to the store and then he was like, "Yo, I was just listening to the podcast." And I was like, "That's funny," because I'm about to go home after I come from the store to record the podcast. And he was like, "I'm a big fan of JG or whatever." And I was like, "True." He's like, "Tick's funny too." I was like, "True." I was like, "I'll tell him you said what's up." So shout out to Kevin.
All right, that's what's up. Yeah, shout out to Kevin.
What's the name? And my opening statement for today is reading the comments on my Titanfall review. It's still getting new comments on that video. I was reading it the other day and I was just laughing because the whole comment section is, "I should have waited for this game. This shit got boring after a week. I should have listened to NWN. I thought he was hating. It's not worth $60. That's the whole fucking comment section. You should have listened. And I also forgot to say something. If we forget to talk about something about that happened during E3, I apologize now. I think I got everything that was important that happened during this whole E3. But if we do forget something, I apologize right now. It's a lot of shit, but I think we got everything. And of course, make sure to subscribe to the show on iTunes. The show is always posted there first. You can take a look there. Link in the description box below. Links also to the description box below. The articles are everything we discussed, so be sure to check that out. Now, the way that we're gonna do this whole big E3 extravaganza podcast, we're gonna go through every big press conference, and then we're gonna talk about what they announced, what we liked, what we disliked, and then at the end we're gonna give it a grade. And then at the end of the podcast, I guess each of us will say who you thought won E3. So let's open up with the Xbox. I'm tired. The Xbox conference. They opened up with Titanfall of Duty for next gen. What are your initial thoughts on this Titanfall? Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Anybody want to take the floor on this?
Yeah, I go ahead and take the floor. Wasn't surprising at all. We actually called that shit. We were hoping that they wouldn't start off with Call of Duty, but they did. And it definitely looked like Titanfall. It looked like the actual campaign for Titanfall. Yeah, we were watching it, so that's what it looked like. And apparently there were a lot of things that I was watching a Siggy breakdown, which is funny. He's a Call of Duty fanboy. Shout out to Siggy though, but he did a breakdown on Call of Duty and everything that he hopes won't be in multiplayer because it's going to be annoying. Same old shit. It's really nothing new. I know people are going to get really mad over the lasers, and like I told y'all before, Call of Duty will get the straight lasers. You won't have any bullets come these next Call of Duties if they keep going further in the future. Other than that, man, ain't really nothing else to see. People were complaining about no multiplayer, but you know how this goes. It should not be surprising anybody. And yeah, that's it.
I was blown away. I was like, oh my god, this looks like exactly like Titanfall. If it wasn't running on the source engine, it was running on whatever engine that it's running on, that they got it on. I was like, wow, this looks exactly like the shit. It was moving similar. I mean, one thing I will give it, because I don't want anybody to think I'm hating on that shit. I will say the graphics do look a lot better. They definitely did upgrade it, but still, man, like Call of Duty used to be the innovator. Now it's taken from other games. What you think, Tick?
Well, to be fair, Titanfall was copied off Call of Duty anyway. I mean, it was.
How do
made
you
by
copy the
originals.
game that you invented, though?
I mean, if you're gonna start something different, I mean, make something totally different. But only thing they added was the jetpack. And to be honest with you, the Call of Duty, like the jetpack and the movement, ain't the same as Titanfall. Like Titanfall is a bit more fast. It's a bit faster, and the movement's a little bit more fluid. This is, you just got like an extra jump that's like makes you jump a little further. You climb buildings, but you can't like climb them quickly like Titanfall. Is like a slow climb, and you can't bounce off the wall or run sideways on a building or something like that. So I can't really say it's copying Titanfall. They just got the exoskeleton suit, which I kind of say is more like Crisis than Titanfall, to be honest, in my opinion. But I mean, people said they wanted something different in Call of Duty. It is different. I'm having an open mind to it. Write that down, everybody record. I'm actually having an open mind to a game. I'm having an open mind to it, and I'll give it a try just to see if it's something worth playing. Because after seeing that Rainbow Six, well, we'll get to that later. But after seeing that Rainbow Six, it seems like the kind of shooter I want is never coming back. So yeah.
I like that little dash mechanic. I don't know if y'all peeped that, but he was kind of dash from side to side. Kind of remind me of some other games as far as the dash mechanic. I kind of like that. And as long as the campaign doesn't take any elements from any of the previous Call of Duties, if it's a totally new story, because I love the Call of Duty campaigns,
Fuck plays
I might play
campaign
that
anyway.
I always play the campaign. That's what made the game
y'all
big.
Losers.
What are you talking about? That's what made the game big. What are you talking about?
I love
Yeah,
the Call of Duty
no.
Modern Warfare campaigns and Black Ops campaigns.
The original
what
Call of
made
Duty, the
the
World War II
campaigns
joints?
good was the original, because it was a real war. But now it's not even a real war, and I could care less about it now, because you actually got history back in the day on the older Call of Duties. Like, they actually gave you real history during the loading screen and stuff like that, and you actually saw the time of real wars. But now it's not even real, it's fake wars. So I could care less about the story now.
Well, yeah, that's true, but I still like the original story that they came up with. That was pretty interesting. I like the Modern Warfare story over the Black Ops story, but I still thoroughly enjoyed it. So I was kind of upset when Ghost came out, and they copied that scene from the beginning. So
No, they were paying homage, JG. They were paying homage.
yeah, that's what they said. I was hella mad about that, but yeah.
So I guess from this whole conversation, I don't think anybody in this podcast really hates Advanced Warfare. I don't think anybody's in love with it. We just keeping an open mind to it. It is what it is. Moving on.
I really hate Call of Duty though. I just want to try it. I'm sorry. I just hate what I hate it. I hate what it became, but I mean, nothing else is different anyway, so might as well play it.
What's the name? Another big announcement: the Halo Master Chief Edition. We knew this was coming, but now to actually see it, all 4 of the original Halos will be on one disc. It has like its own custom interface, and one of the announcements was that you don't even have to play through the whole game if you want to. All the levels are unlocked. All 100 maps. That means all the originals plus this DLC will be on this one disc. And I think they said it was going to be $60, and you'll be able to switch from the HD remastered versions of games, and you'll be able to hit a button like on the original Halo Anniversary, and it'll go back to showing you what it used to look like.
Just came in my pants.
So are you being sarcastic, or does this actually interest you, Tick? Another thing. I was actually impressed by this. They said all the games will run at 1080p 60 frames. That's actually impressive. I give them that.
Well, since Tick is coming in his pants, do you want to tell us your thoughts?
Yeah, see, I bought all those games back in the day, and they already did a remaster of Halo 1, so why would you want that if you already had that one? Plus, well, okay, for the multiplayer part, I can understand. The multiplayer, yeah, because Halo 2 was like one of the best, if not the best, Halos, multiplayer-wise. So if you want to get it for that, I can understand. The other ones, I could care less about those. But yeah, that would be my only selling point. Is just for that Halo 2 online. But care less about the single player. Plus, you know, you heard that it's only certain parts of the single player that you get to play of the certain other games.
Wait,
you
really?
don't go through the whole. Oh yeah, I don't. I heard
could
you
have
don't
swore
go
he
through the
said
whole
you could.
single
No,
player.
I could have swore he said you could play through the whole thing if you want. They were saying that everything is unlocked, so you don't have to.
Yeah, that wouldn't make sense to have just parts of the single player. It's the entire experience.
I'm about to say that was
all
true.
of
Fuck
the games.
Microsoft, but I think it's all the games on the disc tick.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That's a lot of information they got to put up there.
Yeah.
So if that's true, then yeah, that's pretty cool. Then I don't have a problem with it. Well, like I said, if you didn't play all the Halos, then yeah, I don't have a problem with it. If like I didn't have Halo 2 or Halo 1, but I did beat Halo 1, so I don't need to go through that. But Halo 2, I didn't beat that, so if I were to have an Xbox One, I would probably get it just to beat Halo 2. I didn't have Halo 4, so just to beat Halo 4, I would get it for that too. But mainly, I would get it just for the multiplayer for Halo 2 because they said they didn't change anything. It's still the same mechanics and gameplay that was in, you know, Halo 2. So they stayed true to that. So I would definitely get it for that.
I played all the Halos. I don't want it. It's cool if you, like you said, it's cool if you haven't played it. The only way I would pick this up is if there's a price drop. I'll pay like 40 for it, but I'm not paying 60 for that.
Yeah, I was spending countless
That's 4
hours.
games though, bro. That's 4.
Yeah, I mean that
4
that
games
isn't-
I all played. That's the point.
It's
I'm
impressive. Yeah, like
but
it's
that's
nothing.
still 4.
It's definitely
making.
nothing
I paid $5 for 10 games on the Humble Bundle. What's your point, Tick?
Like I'm saying though, like first of all, they remastered the graphics all the way up to what current gen.
Graphics don't matter on console, Tick. What are you talking about?
That's to idiots that try to damage control, but to me, graphics matter. I mean, I wouldn't buy a new console if I wasn't getting it to get better graphics. I mean, come on. But like I said, you're getting 4 games, and I can understand if it was one game, like if they said, okay, Halo 2 remastered, $60, then I'd be like, nah, that's not right. $30 should be what it was, because Halo 1, when they did that remaster, it was $30. So yeah, $60, that's not bad.
But is it a system seller to you? Would you buy an Xbox One just to play this?
No.
Games that you've already played.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, for someone who hasn't played them at all, I totally understand. I remember.
Well, I still haven't played some. Still wouldn't buy it for that.
I remember back in the day when if you missed out on a game, you just missed out. And
Right.
if you really wanted to play it, you would have to go buy the console. Now these consoles are very cheap now, but I mean, and it's very impressive. I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, well, yeah, they remaster every single game so it looks exceptionally good. But I've already been there and done that. You can't give me the experience that I had playing Halo 2 and Halo 3. And even Halo 4. And kind of, yeah. But Halo 2 and Halo 3, nah, you can't give me that experience back playing multiplayer. Especially how people play nowadays. So,
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't even want to go back down that road. If I already had an Xbox One, it's a must buy for me as I'm a Halo fan. But I'm not going to go out and get an Xbox One for it. Sorry.
I that's actually a good point what JG was saying. I don't like if you do pick it up, I don't feel like it's gonna be the same Halo multiplayers because you got all these Call of Duty Rambo coons running around. I just feel like they're gonna ruin the game because they
Well, that's
haven't played
Halo
it before.
anyway. You just run and gun in Halo. You can't.
No,
in
Halo
so.
takes more skill than fucking
No,
Call
you
of
run and
Duty.
gun and
It's
shoot.
all
That's how it always
it's
has
all
been.
headshots. It's all headshots.
Yeah, but I'm saying like that means you're gonna dominate the idiots that don't know anything about that.
But I'm saying they're still gonna run around just shooting rockets and being idiots. That's the point. I'm trying to make.
Camping and shit.
Camping, yeah,
You
just
can't
ruining
camp
the
in
game.
Halo, bro.
You
Like,
can camp at
Yeah,
Halo.
Only
I've
Halo-
seen it. I've
You
seen
can
it.
crouch
Halo
around. You
Reach,
can crouch
I've only
around
seen
the
that.
entire map, bruh, and not be seen on the radar. What are you talking about?
Only Halo Reach was the only one I've seen people camping. That was on that one map where it was like gold all over the place or whatever
But
yellow
like I
color
said,
it was.
people really didn't camp on Halo 2 and Halo 3 because it was a different generation of gamers. Call of Duty kind of just ruined it, and the people who wanted to try out Reach, those are the ones who started camping.
True.
You
Hey,
just
but
can't recapture Halo 2. So
Yeah,
you just
mm,
can't do
it's
it.
sad. But
It was a
whatever.
great time in gaming.
But to go off of what JG said, like back in the day when you actually wanted to play an old game, you just went and bought that old game. Because one thing that was different from now is consoles back in the day actually were backwards compatible. So, you wanted to play Halo, for instance, if it was like back then, all you had to do was just buy Halo 3 or 2 or whatever on whichever console and you can just play it. But now they're doing this whole remaster deal. We all know it's just a way to get more money. I I don't believe that whole nonsense of it's a whole different architecture and you can't do it because of this. Man, I don't want to hear that. Like, come on, cut it out.
Well, they snitching on themselves. Obviously, it's not a whole new architecture, because if you can hit a button and it goes back to the old game the way it used to look, that's clearly just putting a new graphical layer over the old one. It's not no new damn they snitching on themselves. Other Halo news, they also announced,
you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know anything about computers.
Programming. Xbox for life. Other Halo news, they announced that if you pre-order Halo 5, you'll be able to get into the beta. I don't know if they announced when the beta is going to be. Does that Halo 5 beta interest you? You'll be pre-ordering it?
It interests JG.
Yeah, it interests me, but when will I play it? That's the thing, because I'm not going to buy an Xbox One just to play it. They're going to have to show me something that really makes me want to go out and buy day one. But it interests me. I'm definitely going to be looking out for gameplay, so hopefully somebody I'm subscribed to who does have an Xbox One plays it. Maybe you and WN? You going to get in that beta?
I don't know. Maybe.
It ain't about Bungie,
Come on, son. Go ahead.
It's not about Bungie.
That's a good point. It's made by, it's not by, it's named, it's not made by
it's made by 343, yeah.
They 343 did say in an interview that they're going to be putting way more effort in 5 than they did 4. So I'm curious. I want to see a trailer first. I'm curious to see what that means.
It's definitely going to be kill streaks and death streaks in the game now.
I still wasn't mad at 4 though, man. I was not mad at 4. They did a pretty good job for
Last Stand. You're going to get Last Stand in it.
Oh my god.
You're going to put Last Stand in the game.
They add some dumb shit like that, I'm done.
Right. Be like, just shoot
Clean
me
the life for one last kill.
That's say true. They gotta stay true to the series. But 343 didn't do a terrible job. But we'll get on that later on what I think about 343 and Bungie, because I'm actually very excited for Bungie when we get on the Destiny. But go ahead, let's move on.
What else did they announce? At the end of the conference, they announced Crackdown 3. Does that interest any of y'all?
Interests me.
I like it. Yeah, it does.
When I was watching it with 2 other people, I think it was like Black and Moshi or somebody, and they was like, I don't know. And I think it's because everybody, what was so bad about Crackdown 2? Because I didn't play it.
Nothing. That game was great.
I really don't know, to be honest. I remember when the demo came out, I played it. I was excited for co-op, playing with somebody, and then I don't know, like it just kind of died. I just skipped out on it, and everybody said it was horrible, and I only played the demo. I didn't know.
I was struggling, so that's why I skipped out on it. But anyway, that demo, son, I used to play the demo like all the time, son, and try to do as much stuff as I could before that time limit ran out. That game is great. It was fun. I loved it. It's pretty much, if you played Saints Row 4, you played Crackdown, son, because all they did was copy off of Crackdown with Saints Row 4.
We still don't know why I got slept on, though. Was it another game killed it or something that probably wasn't even in this genre? I don't remember what was going on back then, but I enjoyed the original Crackdown. What I did play, the original Crackdown was dope. I mean, you're a super soldier, run around fast, jump high buildings, scale them, shoot people, you could toss people, toss cars and all this shit. It was pretty fun. So I'm actually excited for Crackdown 3, what they have to offer. I want to see some actual gameplay, like Tick said, so I'll be looking forward to it.
What's the name? Yeah, because when we were in the call watching the stream together and shit, they were just like, I don't know about this Crackdown. But maybe because I didn't play 2, I only played the first one, and I love the first one. My view on Crackdown isn't jaded. So I'm excited for it, but like JG said, I need to see some gameplay. And speaking of that, can we just say, one thing I don't like about this whole E3 is this E3 was like the year of the CG trailer. It was like no fucking gameplay, hardly. I think it was like Assassin's Creed and like Destiny gameplay. That was about it. Batman.
Pretty much.
I wasn't feeling that shit. One thing I'll say, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, that's the main issue. Like, people were wondering why we were so mad the last video that you uploaded, dog. Like, the main issue is, back in the day with E3, when you, let's say if you were Sony, you uploaded your exclusives. That's what you show. And it seemed like, the brands back then, they just had exclusives, more exclusives. It was showcasing multiplats, and that's,
you coons are getting excited for, you're getting these coons. Majority of the games Xbox and Sony showed off were games that are going on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. I see somebody tweet me. They said, if anything, PC won E3 because they're getting we're getting every game that you fucking coons are getting excited for. They're multiplats, bro.
Yeah, I put that tweet, son, because I was like, and we're getting GTA 5.
Right. like you man now. Yeah, what happened was because I know for a fact a lot of you did not watch E3 back in the day who had negative comments, but the multiplats were saved for the floor events. That's what it was for.
True.
There's really no point to have a press conference for each company if you're not going to show the exclusives. You have to show people what will make people want to buy your system.
Your console, yeah.
And you all lack that. Well, I'm not gonna say Nintendo. We'll get on that later because Nintendo did all right. But Sony and Microsoft, I don't know what's going on with this. Oh, we just have to show these games, and you're trying to make these multiplats seem like it's only on your system when we all know it's not. It's all smoke and mirrors. You need to go back to your original formula, show us exclusives only, and if you don't have any exclusives or you don't have that many, cut your conference off short. You don't need an hour and a half, you don't need 2 hours if you're just going to show us multiplats throughout the entire damn press conference.
But the argument is, does the average consumer know that the majority of the games that Sony and Xbox showed off are multi-platform games? Because if you read the comments on our videos, I don't think they know. They think these are like exclusives to the con. I don't think they pay attention. I
would hope so. I would really hope so. But you're right, they might not.
I don't know, man. Go ahead.
Because back in the day, like, they wouldn't have showed Far Cry. Like, when Ubisoft got up there, Ubisoft would have been the only person that showed Far Cry.
Yeah.
When EA got up there, they'd have been the only person that showed Hardlines. Like, it's crazy. And then the other problem is we saw these games way before E3 that they showed so many games that we already saw. We wanted to see something different and new IPs, not the same IPs that are up to the 4th and 5th installment, son. Like,
fucking coons getting excited because Uncharted 4 got announced. Oh, Uncharted 4 was announced like last E3, wasn't it?
We totally went off the line. We were supposed to be going. We were supposed to be going up. You know,
we going in.
Yeah, we're still talking about Microsoft.
We're saying
Microsoft. We gonna get to Sony. What's the name? One thing, because I don't want them thinking we being a negative Nancy. We gonna balance this out. One thing positive I'll say about Xbox is, one, they stuck to the games, and two, they didn't show no fucking Connect. Bravo, fucking Xbox. I did not want to see no fucking Connect, and so I give them up. Kudos for that shit.
Shout out to Phil Spencer, because he knows that they messed up and he tried to make up for it. So
Phil
Xbox stuck to their gun. Yeah. So Microsoft definitely stuck to their guns and they showed us all games. Now whether they were CG trailers or not, that's a different story. But they were all games.
Sunset Overdrive. How y'all feel about that one?
I like it. I like it from what I've seen. I think I'm going to have fun with that. Plus, they have a multiplayer mode and a co-op mode.
Eight player co-op.
And I'm going to get on that too. This was the year. Okay, this was the year of the remasters, of the pushbacks, and the year of the co-op.
Yes.
And I'm excited about the last one. Boy, oh boy, I cannot wait for these co-op games to come out. So I'm excited. Forget what Ticket's saying. We know Ticket's competitive.
What's the name?
Forget you. I like co-op.
Let me ask you this, Tick, because you like competitive more than co-op. What if it's co-op like Gears of War, like the co-op plus mode, where it's like you're going through the story together, but then there's also a scoring system to show who did the best through the story,
like Left 4 Dead.
Or like Left 4 Dead, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Would you like that?
Something like that.
Yeah, I like Left 4 Dead.
Okay.
My thing, what it is though, like, I don't know, so it just looks like it'll get boring real fast. And y'all already know I'm Negro Dominance, yo, by the way. And you know, I've said this before, and I've been right a few times off of this stuff. So it just looks really repetitive. Now I like the whole aspect that's like Dead Rising 3, where you can actually get weapons and you can customize them all crazy, like loadout and all that stuff, and that's cool and all. But I don't know, I don't like the art style about it or anything. Like, it just looks boring to me. I'm sorry. I'll probably just have to try it out and see if I like it, but I don't know how to try it out if I'm not going to try to buy it, because I'm probably not going to want to buy it.
I think we'll have to wait and see like what the actual story is about, if there is one. It might end up being as bland as Dead Rising, because even though Dead Rising did have a story, no one really remembers what it is. So, Dead Rising fans. So.
Nobody remembers the Dead Rising story because they never gave you enough time to actually finish or play it, because they put a fucking clock on the game. I hated that shit. Yeah,
it was terrible. So I mean, I'm excited to see what else they have. But for what I saw on the first little gameplay that they showed earlier, and then the one that they showed at E3, I'm looking forward to it. Also, it was a good game. I like Insomniac, man.
What's the name? Scalebound, that CG trailer where the dude came out and he had like the bootleg beats by Dr. Trey. I called it Trey Dre. You know what I'm talking about? Dr. Trey trying to
was ugly, bro.
whatever. Fuck you. What's his name? Trying to make him, appeal to the cool hipsters or whatever, because beats are, to the young folks.
Don't ever say hipsters. That's a bad word.
You're a hipster. What are you talking about?
I'm not a hipster. I don't care. It doesn't really make me that mad if you do call me a hipster, whatever.
Sure.
Doesn't bother me.
But I don't know. Like, it was just a CG trailer. Some dude with some beats hops on a dragon. What did y'all think of that shit? I didn't get it.
I don't know what it is.
I thought the graphics looked nice.
It's CG, though. It was CG. You can't count that.
Oh, it was CG? Oh.
Yeah, you can't count that.
Yeah, you know there was a real game.
I was hoping it was. It looked good.
Pretty much all that Microsoft shows. So we'll have to see what the gameplay is for that one, because I don't know what type of game is it. Is it an RPG? Is it an action game? I don't know.
So it sounds like Scalebound.
It's probably their version of Infamous, pretty much. That's what it looked like on the
There are no dragons in Infamous, bro.
I'm talking about his crazy powers. Like, he scaled all up and jumped in the air and did all this crazy stuff. Yeah, man. I don't know.
I don't know what trailer you was watching. I didn't see that part, but
he did something. I don't know. I just remember somebody turned it to scales. Whatever. I was on my lunch break when I saw this. That's all.
I don't. We don't got an opinion on Scalebound. They didn't show us enough. It was just CG. So pending opinion on Scalebound.
I thought it looked nice until I found out it was CG.
Exposed. Forza Horizon 2 was announced. I don't give a fuck about this game. Skip. We're gonna skip that. Fucking going in circles all day. Fuck Forza.
I have no opinions. It's another racing game. I'm not in a racing game.
What trips me out about it is, like, this is the game that the Microsoft guys have been going nuts about, because this is their 1080p 60 frames per second game, a racing game though.
I bought Forza 5 for Xbox One, and I remember I popped it in and I played one race. Took me about 10 minutes to finish. I remember I was like, why did I buy this game? Like, I don't even like racing games at all. This shit was trash. Phantom Dust, I don't even
remember what that was.
I don't remember what that game was either.
Nobody does.
I want to look it up right now.
This was like Nintendo bringing out Chibi Robo, talking about people who wanted to play this. Like, I don't remember what Phantom Dust is. I looked it up though.
Is that little robot maid that goes around cleaning up the house? Like, you literally play a robot maid. Like, it was a bitch ass game.
They have another robot game on there, because I saw another robot game they were showing called Robot something or other. Hey,
they probably do. But anyway, back to Phantom Dust. I don't remember this game.
Is this like
it was another CG trailer. Yeah, it looked like a fighting game, but I don't know what type of fighting.
That was the trailer where they were like, they ran at each other in slow motion and like collapsed, right? Yeah. That was another CG trailer. I didn't know what to think of it because it didn't show any gameplay.
And that was about a Killer Instinct developer, so I was like, what am I expecting here? I mean, it is a fighting game from what it looks like, or the old one, so I got to see what it looks like now whenever they show gameplay.
But it looks amazing, by the way.
It's CG.
It does, but it's CG. I can't go off of that,
Stop
man.
damage control.
You don't have to go off of that.
Damage control.
I'm trying to damage control.
So Phantom Dust, more like booty dust. Dragon Age, Inquisition. It's a multi-plat. That shit looks amazing to me. I don't care what you say, Tick. The gameplay looks amazing. And the graphics. Did you see those in-game graphics?
I saw the graphics.
There was no way that was running on an Xbox One.
Nice.
That was on the PC. There was no way that shit was on Xbox One.
I don't believe it was. I played Watch Dogs today over my homeboy house on Xbox One, and it looks horrible. I was telling JG, I was like, it looks so bad. High settings on a PC looks way better than what it did on that.
Yep.
I'm not lying. I'm not being a PC elitist. I'm being dead serious. Like, I literally went over there and the textures on it were bad. Like, it looked washed out on his coat, and then it was like, there was no anti-aliasing, so it was flickering, weird jagged lines moving all on all the corners and stuff. I was like, oh my god, this looks horrible, son. And then the guy's face just looked bad too. Like, it just looked bad.
When that trailer
came, we don't watch those.
When that trailer was like playing, I had tweeted out too. I was like, there's no way that's running on Xbox, and if it is, that shit's gonna run at 12 seconds per frames per second or whatever. Like, it just like it's gonna struggle on Xbox and PlayStation. That game is beautiful.
I might end up playing that because I wasn't into the other Dragon Ages because I wasn't into those type of games. But I'm trying to have an open mind this time. It did look good. It looked like something that we could probably play and probably have fun with. So,
what was that game? Somebody exposed Xbox with a game that they actually showed during the E3, but it was obviously being played on the PlayStation 3 because it had the triangle button up there. What game? Let me see if I can find that tweet.
Wait. So say it again. What you were saying?
On this E3?
Yeah, it was a picture, dog, and it was they were playing it on PS3, but they were trying to play it off as it was on the Xbox One, but it was being played on the PS3.
You mean PS4?
Yeah, it was being played on the PS4. And he linked me the picture, and I was like, huh? Oh, there they got exposed.
What's the name? What happened to cloud processing? They didn't even bring that up this show.
Oh yeah.
The only time they mentioned cloud was with Crackdown 3. That's the only time that they mentioned cloud processing. Other than that, nah.
So I guess they're ditching the whole cloud thing. I guess they realize they're full of shit. And another thing I noticed during the Xbox conference, they didn't really announce any like new features that are coming to Xbox One. New things maybe for like games for gold or like just something new as far as the interface or anything. Do y'all
They
care
didn't
about
even
that?
show Quantum Break, and that's another one of your exclusives. I'm surprised on that one. I was looking forward to seeing some more gameplay, or instead of these CG trailers, because you only showed us like 10 seconds of gameplay last year, and then you just showed the CG trailers. I was looking for some damn gameplay. It was like the perfect time. So I don't know if they have something else up their sleeve, or they just like, well, since it was the latest 2015, we're just not going to show anything. I don't know.
That's all I got on my notes for the Xbox conference. So I guess we'll go around the table. JG, what do you give a grade? Oh my god, nigga! You got a biker gang in the background. He muted himself.
Let's go first.
This nigga got a biker gang in the background and shit.
Nah, man, he got a weed whacker. Go for it.
He got airplanes and shit taking off in his backyard.
You're gonna keep going, TJ.
All right, I'm done. Go ahead, take the floor. What was your final grade for the Xbox conference?
All right, man. This is kind of hard. Okay, first they did show a lot of games. They did show nothing but games. They didn't talk about numbers. They didn't talk about the Connect. Thank God. They only showed about 8 exclusives though, and the rest of it was multiplats. So I would give that one. My scores are probably gonna be a lot lower than y'all.
Nah, I'm giving pretty low scores.
Oh,
Bro.
I was about to say I'm giving them a D plus. Definitely a D plus there.
God damn it! What about you, JG? What do you give the Xbox conference?
I will give the Xbox conference a C, a solid C, just because they stuck to their games. I would give them a C plus, but they didn't show too many exclusives. And you remember last year they were talking about all the money they invested for these new IPs, but where were the new IPs? We saw a lot of multiplats. The only thing that was really worth mentioning they used to spend the most time on was Halo, and that was once again a remake of 1, 2, 3, and 4. So wasn't really anything new. We didn't even see Gears, and I'm mad about that. We didn't even see Gears. So I'm going to give them a solid C just because they stuck to the games.
My final grade on Xbox, I'm gonna give them a C minus. They only had 2 exclusives that I was actually interested in. That's Crackdown 3 and Sunset Overdrive, but we already knew Sunset was coming. I don't give a fuck about Forza, Scalebound, Phantom, Booty Dust. We haven't seen enough of that. I don't care about the Master Chief Edition, Halo 5 beta, whatever. So I give him a C minus overall because I just wasn't that impressed. There was no surprises and it was all CG. But y'all still get a passing grade, so C minus from me. So we're moving.
D plus is passing.
Yeah.
Yeah, still passing. Yeah.
We moving on to the Ubisoft press conference. First, let's talk about Assassin's Creed Unity. Co-op is coming to the game, 4-man co-op. And from the looks of first of all, can I give a kudos to Ubisoft? Because they actually had the balls to get on stage and do a real live gameplay demonstration. That is what I like to see at E3. 10, 15 minute, just short, sweet, to the point gameplay demonstrations of what the game we should expect from it. Not these fucking CG trailers. And from the looks of it, it looks like this new co-op mode. It didn't, like, the gameplay didn't blow my mind. I'm sure they're holding back surprises like new weapons and shit in the story mode. But from the gameplay, it looks like typical Assassin's Creed. But that co-op just looks like it's gonna be amazing to play with your friends. And it looks like the combat, they tweaked it a little bit. It's a little bit more timing based, so it looks like you're not gonna be able to just fucking slash through everybody like Rambo. So I am excited for Assassin's Creed Unity, and I thought the series was on the decline because I hated fucking Assassin's Creed 4. It was trash to me. But yeah, Unity has sucked me back in. It looks like they're bringing something new to the table. What do y'all think about it?
That co-op little gameplay they did was sick. And I'm not even into Assassin's Creed like you. I know you played all of them, and I only played a little bit of 2. I'm ready for that though.
This nigga just hiccuped the dick up.
He did. It's all good though, bro.
Hold on, what happened?
He was like,
you got the light-skinned niggas get the hiccups, bro.
This guy. But
Are you sure that ain't happened? Anyways.
I thought, I haven't like JG, I haven't played any Assassin's Creed, even though I have Assassin's Creed 3 and 4, but I haven't played either of them. I just never felt like I wanted to.
They're the worst ones in the series. I wouldn't play them.
Well, it does look really, really good. I always thought Assassin's Creed looked good. I don't know why I just never wanted to play it, but it looks real good. And I like the whole co-op aspect of it. I think that's going to be good, but you'll probably always have that one dickhead that'll get you guys caught. ModernWarNegro.
Nah, so, I'm actually really good at Assassin's Creed. I played all of them.
I've heard him say this about a lot of games. He's been horrible at them.
First of all, I am terrible at Battlefield 4, and for some reason, Tick thinks I suck at every fucking. What are you talking about? I suck at Warframe because I never gave a fuck about that game.
I would give that excuse too if I was bad at it. But yes, you'll probably always have that one person that gets you guys caught all the time. But that still adds to the fun. He also sucks enough for Dead too, by the way. But it does.
I never played that game. We played that game once.
You never played it, but you played it once. Exposed.
You are really reaching, bro. You are really reaching, bro. Let's get on that Gears of War. Let's get on that Gears of War. Let's get on that Halo. Let's see what you like.
Hey, all I know is on the PC Gears of War that we play, I was, dominating your little ass.
The bootleg version with the stiff moving where you can't wall bounce.
All I know is I was dominating, but it's all good. It's all good.
This nigga's hella reaching.
You mad? But anyway, yeah, it looks good though. It looks really promising. I might actually decide to play that one.
Illuminati Creed, the Let's Play.
I hope so.
That'd be funny.
To get it in on that game, yeah.
They showed off some Far Cry 4. What are your thoughts about that? It had elephants and explosions and pretty graphics.
Dinosaurs.
And a gay Asian dude. What do you got?
Yeah, dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. This guy.
Imaginary dinosaurs.
Right. Go ahead. What y'all think about Far Cry 4?
Man. Looked very nice, man.
Definitely really
very nice.
Look really good. Now, they didn't update the graphics. I can understand that because I don't think the consoles can push any further than that. And they were showing it for consoles, so I can understand. It might look prettier on the PC, hopefully. Oh, you're a PC lunatic, I know. I do hope they do bump the graphics up, but what we saw from the gameplay, like there was a whole different element. Like he threw, like what amazed me, ModernWarNegro didn't show it during the reactions. He didn't edit that part in, but like when he threw the bomb on the barrel and he kicked it off and blew it up one dude, like I thought that was amazing. That
I
was
did
a cool
show that
feature.
part.
Did?
Yeah.
I was asleep. I don't know what I was doing. But anyway.
Wait. Never mind. I'm thinking of the part where the elephant blows the car up. Are you talking about that?
No, not that part.
I don't remember what you're talking about.
He put a bomb on a barrel and then kicked it, and then it popped dude on the head, and he blew it up.
I missed that part. My bad.
Yeah, that part was amazing. So they got a few new elements up there. You got a little flying suit. Apparently that one's on Far Cry 3, but I haven't gotten that far yet. But I am enjoying Far Cry 3, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like Far Cry 4.
Speaking of PC elitists, real quick, just to take this back to the intro when we were shouting at that dude Kevin, I was talking to him, right? We talked for about 5 or 10 minutes, and he was like, "Yeah," he's like, "I've been listening to your podcast." He's like, "I'm gonna switch over to PC." And he's
Smart
like,
man.
he's like, so welcome to the PC club. He was like, he told his friends, he's like, yo, I'm switching over to PC. He's like, you guys should too. And he was like, yeah, all my friends called me faggot and da 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 da. I was like, he's like, all I did was recommend it. I was like, now y'all see what we talking about. You say anything about PC, you're a fucking idiot. You're elitist. Da 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 da. I was like, welcome to the club, bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy, yeah. Them ain't your real friends. They over here doing that shit. Even my friends ain't do that.
I got kicked out of Xbox Live parties because I told them I wanted to get a PS4. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I remember last year, yo.
one homeboy threatened to shoot me because we started when he got mad.
It's real in these Xbox streets.
Yeah, man, that shit crazy.
Oh, man really got that mad.
They showed off The Division. The game is gorgeous, first of all, but from what they showed, I mean, from gameplay-wise, I really wasn't impressed. It's just a third-person co-op. It looked like it'd be fun with your friends, but by yourself, I might get bored, I think.
Oh,
I'm just mad at the delay.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
That game, I cannot wait, boy. Cannot wait.
I didn't say it was going to be bad. I wasn't blown away by the demonstration.
You got to be blown away from it, yo. Ooh,
nah.
You going to get in trouble.
You stupid tick.
You going to get in trouble. They going to light you up.
Were you blown away last year?
I was never
when you
blown away
first
at
saw
all.
it.
I was blown away at the visuals, and I still am. But from the actual gameplay, it just looks like a third-person shooter. I didn't see nothing that really differentiates the Division from any other third-person shooter. That's what I'm saying.
I wasn't blown away at all. The visuals didn't even blow me away because I've seen better. I played Crisis 3, 2, and Metro, and I don't think anything is beating those on yet. So I wasn't too blown away on that. But as we already know from Ubisoft, we can't trust those graphics that they show us at E3 or just trailers because Watch Dogs, on the other hand, looks nothing like the 2012 trailer. Even on a high-end PC, it can't even get anywhere close to that. There's a comparison video that shows the 2012 trailer with the 2014 PC release trailer, and it looks nothing close to it.
And the game boring. Go ahead. I'm just saying, once you get to like Act 2, it's like, oh my god, snooze fest. But go ahead, JG.
So yeah, like can't trust those graphics.
I'm still gonna get it, man. Hopefully they don't dumb down the graphics. Because if they do this again and this becomes a trend, I'm gonna be so upset. They need to keep the graphics how it was and don't fucking downplay it. Don't downgrade it just because a certain console can't reach what you want it to reach.
Hey, but look at that picture I put in Mumble though, so y'all can see that picture I was talking about.
I saw it at the top left hand corner. It has a triangle.
What game is it?
That was The Witcher 3.
Like a square.
Oh, The Witcher 3. Exposed.
So Microsoft, y'all got exposed for being on BS again.
Didn't this happen last year too?
It did.
Yeah,
Running PS4.
It was a PS4 thing, and plus the little Xbox thing with the computers, the high end computers at the bottom. They start malfunctioning.
If you're not following, because you know it's some slow people that's not paying attention, or they have listening. What Tick is talking about is during the Xbox conference, they were showing off The Witcher 3, but it was actually PS4 gameplay because somebody took a screenshot and it was like the triangle and circle button and shit on the screen. So Xbox exposed. Did you guys see that that fitness game that really did Shape Up, I think it was called, where you could do like some push-ups and shit? You like that?
Dude beating his score that he did like earlier this morning or something. Whatever. It's fitness. It'll be something that the little mom will get. Like maybe you can trick your mom into getting you a PS4 or an Xbox for it. Who knows?
Yeah, with that shit. I guess that the game's for like soccer moms. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
But this is the one game I know this is that Tick wants to talk about. So I'm gonna let Tick.
Why?
Take the
Because I
floor.
exercise?
No, not that game.
This
He's
guy,
gonna
you're
move
so
on.
stupid.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the exercise.
No. I was going into a segue.
Oh, you're segueing.
I'm
sorry. I know exactly where you're going now.
Yeah. This is the one game that Tick wanted to talk about, that Rainbow Six Siege that Ubisoft. So what do you have to say about Rainbow Six Siege? You've been waiting 6 years, Tick. 6 years.
Whole years just to get a travesty. That shit is.
Now hold on. Let me set this up. If you've been listening to the podcast since we started last year, whenever we get into an argument with Tick about what games do you like, what game did he always bring up? Rainbow Six
Vegas.
And they finally bring it back. So what's your thoughts on it, Tick?
That shit was garbage, bro. It was garbage.
And why was
all
it
these
garbage,
fools
Tick?
supporting it, yo. So first thing, okay, when we sitting here watching it, I already know it's the Ubisoft joint, right? So I'm seeing there's a whole bunch of military guys. They on a little rappel and stuff. I'm like, hey, yo, I think this might be Rainbow. Yo. I'm getting all excited. I'm all giddy and stuff. And when they break through the window and they start shooting, and I see that his gun isn't even moving pretty much. It's just sitting there while he's spraying.
No recoil.
What is that? Rainbow is never like that, son. Oh, yo, it looks so good. Then the graphics, oh my god, the graphics look so bad. Like, why are they're short and stumpy like the Call of Duty player models, dog. Like,
in defense of the game, it was alpha footage. I'm not defending the rest of what you're talking about, but it was alpha footage.
Okay.
That's what everybody was tweeting.
This is what everybody kept saying, and I killed that with this. Okay, when Rainbow Six Patriots was first shown, and it was an alpha, pre-alpha, by the way, when they were shooting, it still had the same mechanics that we had in Vegas. It had that recoil. It had a lot of that, the posting up against the wall and stuff like that. They removed all that. Now you just get that silly little lane, and everybody's all happy about this too. Because I was looking at comments to see if anybody was on my page to see if they, were upset like I was. And everybody's like, "Oh my god, this game looks amazing! You can poke around the corner, you can peek. I like that. Not that lean up against the wall stuff." So obviously, I took it that person was one of the scrubs that we used to wipe out all the time on Vegas 2 in Vegas. because he was too stupid to understand you don't want to lay out on the corners because we're gonna knock you out. Like, it's just bad. So I waited 6 years for them to come out with a Call of Duty-ized Rainbow Six, man. And I could tell it's going to be a run and gun retard fest. Like, there were a few people that agreed with me that I saw in the comments. They were like, this is going to be one of those non-thinking man games. You're just going to be able to run around like an idiot, spraying and praying, killing people, which that's not how Rainbow Six is supposed to be. And it's sad, yo.
I've only played a little bit of Rainbow Six, but I played enough that I could tell the difference. I know what you're talking about, Tick. That recoil is the main thing. Like, that joint was not moving at all. That was I wouldn't even compare that to Call of Duty. I think Call of Duty had more
Titanfall.
Yeah, it was more
like
Titanfall. Titanfall recoil levels, like none at all. That was pretty bad. So.
And then, yeah, on Rainbow Six Vegas, like, the one thing you never wanted to do was aim down the sight. Like, you would only aim down the sight if somebody was sitting perfectly still and you wanted to get that headshot and make sure it was a headshot, because all you would do was shoot one bullet. Other than that, you had to hip fire. And the whole game, you just see him walking around aiming down the sight. I'm like, oh my God. And on top of that, we had to listen to that horrible, fake acting, because it was all scripted. And we know it's not going to look like that, because I saw animations from him grabbing a girl and she's looking at him and all that. I'm like, come on, yo. That's not going to be in the game. It's nowhere like that. And on top of that, you're only in small buildings, so they want to be Counter-Strike Go now? Like, really? Like, come on, son. But you're Counter-Strike Go with Titanfall mechanics, though. Come on, man. Get out of here. That game. I hope they change it. I hope they change it, dog. I hope this one gets canceled.
When the Ubisoft press conference was going on, I wish I was recording a conversation in mumble so y'all could hear Tick. I swear to motherfucking God could strike me down if I'm lying. I know you was mad, but that shit was funny to me, because when they showed that shit off, Tick went quiet for like 10 minutes straight. And I remember being like, yo, you okay, Tick? You okay? I was like, breathe. And the next thing you know, I see this nigga ranting on Twitter. I ain't never seen this man rant on Twitter, yo. Fuck Ubisoft. I was like, bruh, breathe, yo. That shit was funny to me. Go ahead.
He said, I'm ready to make a commentary right now. So
yeah, he left the mumble to go make a commentary. That shit was funny.
I don't really have any thoughts about it. It's definitely not Rainbow Six. They could have at least added recoil to the guns. I know that's the main thing that you were mad about, Tick. And I did play a little bit of Rainbow Six. Of course, I didn't play anywhere near as much as you did, because you were very competitive in it. But that was a reason back in the day why I didn't like Rainbow Six. But that's what made it unique, and that's what made it hard to play. So to make it easy like this, and that's the whole reason why he says Call of Duty-fied. Call of Duty-fied, or codified, if you want to say it like that. That's the reason why he says that it's not all the way Call of Duty, but he's saying it because it's easy mode. You shouldn't be aiming down the sights like you said, and it's not Rainbow Six. I don't know what game that is, and to be waiting 6 years for one of your favorite games and then be fed something like that for a first showing is pretty disheartening. So I understand Tick's pain.
I mean, it is Rainbow Six. It's Rainbow Six Lockdown, the one that came out for the consoles back on the Xbox and PlayStation 2, which they made it really easy to play. So it is that one. That's exactly the one it is. If you go look at Rainbow Six Lockdown, it's very fast paced and it's very easy to spray and pray. Like,
it's not Vegas then.
No, it's not even close to Vegas.
Right.
Or any of the ones before it. And actually, it was one that came out after lockdown, and that's when they started going towards the Vegas type deal. I think that's when Ravensoft wised up, and they started making it a bit harder to play. But Ravensoft left over to work on H-Hour, which I'm surprised they didn't show an H-Hour too. Surprised about that. I thought they were going to show that. So
H-Hour isn't made by Ubisoft. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's made by the people who left Ravensoft,
but that's an independent game. That's an indie game. There's no way that would have made the main floor. I don't think. Like, if it's shown, I don't know if that's the case. If it is shown, it's going to be on the show floor.
It's a Sony exclusive, and then on top
no,
of that,
it's not. It's on PC.
Well, it's a Sony PC.
It's actually coming to PC first. It's coming to PS4 like a year later.
Oh,
so everything it's a PC exclusive. I'm telling you, Tick, it's a straight up indie game. It was kickstarted. They're not backed by anyone, Tick.
Sony was showing indies anyway, so
I guess H-Hour is our last hope. What's the name? So that's all the announcements from Ubisoft. My final grade for Ubisoft, I liked Assassin's Creed Unity, Far Cry. Wasn't that impressed with Division. I'm still slightly interested in it. Don't give a fuck about Shape Up. And I was never really a big Rainbow Six fan, so this doesn't jade my opinion. So I'd give Ubisoft like a B-. I think they had one of the better showings at E3 from this lackluster year. What about you, Tick? I mean, JG. Go ahead, JG.
I'm about to say.
JG, go.
I give them a B. I mean, Shape Up, I understand why they had to do it. They got to show all of their arsenal. I don't think anybody's going to get that, but I don't really care about any of that. For what they've shown, they get a solid B from me.
And Tick, go.
Fuck Ubisoft, son. Yo, they get a C-, yo, a C-, and it's all because of Rainbow. If it wasn't for Rainbow, I'd have probably given them a B or something like JG did, but nah. They messed up with that Rainbow joint, man.
So if I look at that, I gave him a B-. JG gave him a B. You gave him a C. I would say that averages out to a C+ for Ubisoft. So a C+ for Ubisoft. They passed. Moving on to EA. They showed off Madden. I don't give a fuck about Madden.
I do.
First of all, this morning I watched an interview from EA, and the chick was interviewing from GameSpot, the dude or whatever. I don't know who the hell it was. And he was like, "So what's the new features in Madden?" This nigga said, "We got shinier helmets." I was like, "Get the fuck out of here, bro! I'm
really
so sick
that?
of Madden." Yes,
oh,
I'm so sick of this game.
Is that Ian Cummins? Because Ian Cummins used to be that fool, and we used to hate him.
I don't know who Ian Cummings is. I don't want to know any dude named Cummings.
He was
but go
a
ahead.
guy who he ruined Madden for a long time, and then I forgot homeboy name now, but a new guy took over around Madden 12, I think, and he's been making it a lot more realistic to what football is supposed to be. But after hearing that comment, I hope he was just joking.
No.
He actually added a lot more
he talked
to it.
about it for a good 30 seconds to a minute about the new shiny helmets, and he was like, if you look at the different angles and you look at the detail, you can really see the shine on the helmet and the logo of the team. I was like, man, see, this is why I haven't bought into Madden since like Madden, I think 05 was the last one when they introduced Hit Stick. That was the last one I think I bought. But
boy, kill me now.
It's nothing really different from any other sports games. 2K talked about, our graphics look great on next gen. Our graphics, our lighting, our graphics.
I give 2K a pass because 2K has a whole story mode. 2K is innovating. Even if it's only slightly, it's innovating more than any other sports game. That's why all the codes buy it every year. It's got RPG elements and shit. It's innovating in some degree. What you think, JG and Madden?
What about those crinkled jerseys, though?
I don't give a fuck.
You see the crinkled jerseys?
Yeah, the crinkled jerseys look nice, though. I'm not gonna lie, the graphics look nice. They put tattoos back in the game because that was a thing that the NFL complained about. It wasn't even EA, it was the NFL because they felt like they didn't want people to think that the NFL was that type of thing where they had gangsters and stuff playing for them, so they didn't want people to know they had tattoos. But they actually put that back in the game. Now with those crinkly jerseys, I was hoping that they would add some kind of physics to the jersey, so if a player like holds a character or something, he would actually grab it and it would show the hold, or they could sling him by the jersey or something like that. I was hoping they would do that, but still haven't gotten to that level yet. Hopefully I'm next year or so.
I'm confused. I didn't even know that whole tattoo thing. So it's okay to have actual tattoos in the NFL, but not in the video game. That somehow makes you a gangster. You might as well just not let black people play. What the fuck? Even the white people
got them too.
Yeah, I was like, even the white people be hella tatted. Yeah. So I don't get it, man. Fuck this game. Moving on. They also showed off Mirror's Edge 2. To be honest, I'm actually a big Mirror's Edge fan that has a cult-like following, and I gotta say,
hipster.
No, let me finish, Tick. I gotta say, I was not impressed. It looked like Mirror's Edge 1. They didn't show anything that separates Mirror's Edge 2 from 1.
I mean, what they would do? He gets a slingshot this time because the whole game was based off running.
This nigga said a slingshot though. I don't know. I just thought it's been Mirror's Edge came out like 07, 08 or something. Like it's been
sometime around there. It's been
at least
like
5 years.
Yo.
We've been waiting a while. I thought they would show more than what we've already seen. It just looked like Mirror's Edge 1 with better graphics, to be honest. I just want to see some new gameplay.
They actually showed us more last year when I thought about it for that little CG trailer. They showed us more. Like this year they just showed us concept. So how long into this game have you all been working on it is my question.
All she does is run.
It was
what
fun.
else is there to do?
It was fun, bro.
It's about
I took a chance.
I took
a chance with it.
It looks stupid because I thought the same thing, but once you actually play, it's just about the freedom and the momentum of the game. Like it's hard to explain. You just gotta play.
Y'all one of them Portal playing people too, ain't y'all?
I hate Portal. Nigga, they got puzzles.
Look at them. You like Portal.
You know, NWN don't like it because
I
they got puzzles.
Hell
But
no, bro.
I like it though. I'm sorry, Tick. I mean, you just had to play it. Like, I took a chance. I rented the game, and I was like, well, this is actually pretty dope. I just like the free running, and the graphics actually look nice. I'm not gonna lie, the graphics look
Game is
stunning
gorgeous
on that game. So
No,
I'm looking forward to
don't care about
Resistance.
graphics though.
It is on PC.
They don't. I ain't talking to them though. I'm talking to us right now. We care about how graphics look. And back before I was even on the PC, it looked great on my 360. Is all I'm
Right, it
saying.
did. I played it on 360. It did look good.
And you could shoot people, even though that wasn't the route.
Yeah,
you
stole the
could
gun
pick up
and
guns,
shoot
and steal guns and shoot people and all that stuff. So you didn't have to, run
Basic
around and hit
premise
people.
was just running and flipping on poles and looking retarded.
You had
Spider-Man
hand-to-hand
without
combat, though. What are
webbing
you
or
talking
something.
about?
Yeah,
You
you
had
did.
hand-to-hand
Yeah,
combat.
hand to hand, you could.
It was
you
was
wasn't
outsmart
outsmart your
hand-to-hand
opponent. Go ahead, let you take your shots, Tick. I forgot. That's what you doing. Go
On to the
ahead.
next one. On to the next one.
All right.
Let's move on.
Moving on to Battlefield 4 DLC. I mean Hardline.
I didn't even play that joint. That's how motivated I am about that game right there.
I'm not gonna lie, I was excited to play Battlefield Hardline when they first announced it, because I was like, okay, you play as a SWAT. They got a couple new game modes with the heist and that other shit. I was like, okay, they bringing something new to the table. And then they announced at the end of the press conference, if you want to get into the beta, sign up now. The website fucking crashed. Everybody was trying to get into the beta on PC and PS4. Poor Xbox fanboys, y'all didn't get in. But don't worry, y'all didn't miss shit, because once me and Moshi got into that shit, we started playing JG2. That shit is a snooze fest. That shit was straight Battlefield 4 DLC that they should, but they decided to make it into a new game. I'm talking about, I was like, it looks exactly like it. It plays exactly like it. The new game mode where you get like the heist mode where you like collect money. It's the same shit as Capture the Flag. The only difference is you're picking up money. You pick up the money and then you take it back to base. It's capture the money, not capture the flag. I was impressed. I'm not impressed with Hardline. It's a waste of money. I'm not wasting money, but it's a cash in basically. Fuck that game.
It's like an expansion pack. That's what it reminded me of. It's literally like an expansion pack. You just put it on top of Battlefield 4, and that's what you get. It's just a different way to play it. It's a different game
And in
mode.
Litchfield.
Yeah, I was disappointed. Even though I'm probably gonna play it a little bit tonight and might stream it, but I'm not. I don't think I'm going to buy it. They will literally have to show me something. I don't even know if it's going to have a story, and if it doesn't have a story, I'm really not buying it.
I think it is. He plays like a SWAT dude or something.
Well, can they just bring SWAT 4 back? SWAT 5, please. That was a good game.
I remember that.
I
never played it.
That game was great. Kind of slow though, but it was great.
Now this is what pissed me off. This is my Rainbow Six for EA. Mass Effect 4. It is no secret I am a Mass Effect fanboy.
Yeah, he is.
I've been waiting a few years for this to come.
He drops his pennies for this game.
You are so gay, bruh. What's the name?
I'm not giving you drop your pennies for it. Keep going.
I'm not even in the mood to argue with this headlights. What's the name? Mass Effect 4, man. Not fuck this game, but why did you bring this shit to E3? I was like, oh shit, we about to get a trailer. We about to see some gameplay. This is what we've been waiting for. Nah, nigga. All we got was fucking screenshots and conceptual shit. It wasn't even like finalized screenshots. It was all conceptual and devs getting on camera, running their mouth about who knows what. You're gonna be in a massive universe and that. Like, no shit. Where's the fucking trailer? I'm just mad they didn't show no gameplay.
So you're crying about this. It wasn't like they took the game and they made it something totally different than what it was, but you're crying about this because it was screenshots.
Because I wanted to see it, Tick.
On to the next one, yo. I'm done.
I'm just mad they didn't show no gameplay. They just showed conceptual shit. I thought they would have had more to show at E3. What you think? Do you even care, Jay?
Nah, I don't care.
All right,
I don't even play Mass Effect. So yeah, you the only one. You got that one. That's
fuck
all you.
Everybody. Listen, well, my final grade for EA: Hardline sucks, Madden sucks. EA, Mirror's Edge didn't show enough. Mass Effect didn't show enough, so EA gets a big fat fucking F from me. What about y'all?
Gotta choose one, son.
EA, worst company in the world. They get a D minus. I'm not gonna give them a full F just because they showed Mirror's Edge, even though it wasn't what I was expecting. But they showed that, so they save face. They get a D minus.
Well, just like I said in the stream, first of all, I play sports games, so I like Madden, NHL, all those games. Never played Mirror's Edge, can care less about it, but it doesn't make me upset. I don't hate it. It just looks stupid. Mass Effect, still haven't even played that yet. ModernWarNegro gifted it to me. I said I was gonna play it, and still haven't yet, but pretty much could care less because they didn't even show any gameplay. I will give them a C plus. C plus.
Okay, so let's see, D, C plus, F.
Yeah, C plus. Yeah,
so I
C
think
plus.
their average would be a D then, with all our grades there. So EA gets a D from us. They barely passed below average. Moving on to the biggest snooze fest of E3. Sony. Let's start off with some positives, you guys. The Order 1886. That
amazing.
game looks motherfucking amazing. That was the, hands down, graphically the best looking game. And what I loved about it, and I wish more games would do this, is the transitions in the game. Like, it was playing a cutscene and then would transition straight into the gameplay. There was no loading screen. So it all seems like one big seamless experience. Pre-order for me. Fucking loved
at 24 frames per second though.
But who cares?
It still looks
Listen, it looked fucking amazing. It's a reason to dust amazing. Off my PS4. I'm pre-ordering the game. I fuck with the Order 1886. And what else I want to say about it? I was also surprised by the horror elements. I thought it was gonna be a stop and pop only third person shooter like Gears of War, but they showed off something new in the game, the horror elements. So it looks like it's gonna be a stop and pop survival horror, like some like I don't know, it's got some like mixture type thing going on, and I like it. What about you?
Yeah, they straight. Well, go ahead, Jay.
Nah, you gotta go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, because they straight paid homage to Resident Evil on the first thing we saw when he walked up on dude eating and like the first thing that popped in my mind was like Resident Evil when the zombie turned around and looked at dude. Like I swear they paid homage to that. But yeah, the game looked amazing. The graphics were crazy. That's a game that'll make me buy the PlayStation 4 definitely. That's all I'm gonna say about that game.
Yep, agree with these two guys. It's survival horror. It looks nice. It looks like it plays very well. It's dark. It's gory. I like it. I'm definitely going to get this one whenever I get my PS4. Must buy.
Buy. You're stupid if you don't buy it.
What's the name?
You heard it.
What's the name? They also announced that there will be a Destiny bundle come this September. It came with the white PS4, right?
Yep.
Yeah, white PS4 Destiny bundle September 9th. Man, whatever, nigga. Listen. I'm tired. So September 19th, I think was the date. Don't quote me on that. I think it was. Are you guys picking up? Will this be the day to pick up a PS4 for y'all?
That's my birthday, nigga.
That
Hell yeah,
might be a good idea to pick it up at that time. Yeah.
True. I'm copping, yo. As long as it don't sell out, because I don't want to pre-order it. I hope I don't have to, but I want that.
It might sell out, bro.
Yeah, because it's white. People go crazy for white shit. Look at that white iPhone. It's innovating.
I ain't gonna be mad if I can't get it, but it does look nice, and it's coming around the perfect time. So that's when I was planning on getting it anyways. I want it.
They showed off that Metal Gear Solid trailer. Graphics looked amazing. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but it's Metal Gear Solid. What about y'all? What did y'all think of that one?
I mean, yeah, as long as they don't try to feed us another Ground Zeroes type of game. If this is the real deal, we're waiting on Phantom Pain. Where is it? Looks nice. The CG trailer look nice, even though that's pretty much more than 50% of the game. CG trailers, but I still love Metal Gear, and I'm still waiting on it.
Tick?
I'm a huge Metal Gear fan, son. So, yeah, when that comes out, definitely gotta buy it. Love Metal Gear.
Batman looked absolutely motherfucking gorgeous. Arkham Knight. The only thing I didn't like in that demonstration, and this is me nitpicking. If you're a Batman fan, he doesn't kill. They had him driving around the city in that fucking tank. I mean, Batmobile, just fucking killing everybody. So they're not trained. They're not staying true to the source basically, and I didn't get that. But other than that, it looked pretty solid. It looked like a day one pickup. What do y'all think about the Batman Arkham Knight demonstration?
He was killing people?
Yeah, he was.
I didn't.
Yeah, like I wasn't sure, but he was definitely destroying those cars.
He was demolishing.
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
it was a tank, yo. He was shooting tank rounds.
So something
these
crazy.
cars.
Oh, it was exploding?
Something
they were
crazy
exploding.
must have happened for him to be doing all that.
He
He did it in the movies. I swear he was shooting like explosive rounds inside of buildings in movies and stuff. Like,
I don't remember
kill
that.
people sometimes.
The Batman from the alternate universe kills people, but not the original Batman. Nah.
Maybe he's the Batman from the alternate universe.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe something else is going on in the story, but that Batman carries around guns and shit. That's Bruce's father. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they're going that deep into like the alternate multiverse shit that be going on in the comics. Yeah, I just didn't get that. Other than that, it looked alright. Dead Island 2 was announced. Don't give a fuck about this game.
Okay.
I will say I was excited for Dead Island 2 because all it did was confirm my Dead Island Riptide review. Everybody was hating on me. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Dead Island Riptide is amazing. Da-da-da-da. I was like, it's the same fucking game. It should have been DLC. Exposed. Because it was DLC on a fucking disc because they're calling this Dead Island 2. Exposed.
Yeah, I did a funny moment video, and now when I actually saw the character selection screen, I said, what the fuck? These are the same characters. This is clearly not Dead Island 2. And I had somebody in the comments, oh, you just a hater. There is another character. It was one character, one new character, and you couldn't even pick them at first. Get the fuck out of here. That was DLC. I ain't even played through the game. I played maybe one port of the game and sent this shit right back. So Dead Island 2, please wow me, because you put the wool over our eyes with the first one. Now, I'm not saying I wasn't mad at the first one, because the first one was actually okay. I played through it, and I like playing co-op or whatever with some people online, but it kind of lacked depth. So I'm looking for you to expand upon the game and tweak some elements, tweak some gameplay elements, and it might actually be a good game this time around.
I'm so sick of zombie games. I don't give a fuck.
In Dying Light, though, isn't that made by the same people? And that game looks more interesting. Yeah, and that looks more interesting than it.
But how does that look interesting to you when it's clearly
CG.
It's clearly taking elements from Mirror's Edge?
What, that? Yeah, but you get to kill
Light.
things. You actually get to kill things. You kill them. You shoot them all day. And the zombies.
You kill things in Mirror's Edge.
It's not really. Oh my god! Did you really
Exposed.
Did you really damage control that, son?
No, I'm exposing
Yo, the whole premise of Mirror's Edge is just to keep running.
Actually, the premise is to prove that your sister was innocent because she was framed by the police department.
I'm talking about the gameplay, Mr. Reach. God,
non-violent.
Let's go. I played
non-violent.
Anyway, they wanted you to play through that whole game without committing any kind of kills, man. Anyway, on Dying Light, they just give you ways to escape by using parkour, but you can still kill the zombies, and they want you to kill the zombies. They give you crazy ways to kill the zombies. So yeah, totally different. Nice try though.
They also announced Little Big Planet 3. I don't give a fuck about this game.
Nobody try to play with your little sock puppet.
Fucking weirdos.
I played the first one a little bit with my chick at the time, and that was cool. But I'm not sitting up here like, oh, I'm dead ass excited for Little Big Planet 2 and 3. I ain't even That's not my type of game.
The game is fun. I want it real talk.
You have to be creative.
I'm not even creative like that, so that's definitely not my type of game.
How creative can you be with a sock puppet running around, son? Like, come on, man.
I don't know. They kind of were creative, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, people took a lot of time and made some of these custom maps that you could play roller coasters.
I seen an Assassin's Creed one. That was kind of cool, but overall,
Minecraft is still better.
Boo, man, comparing that to Minecraft. All right, go. You got it.
I saw somebody create a Beetlejuice roller coaster on Minecraft. That joint was hard too.
They also announced Infamous DLC, Infamous Second Son. You'll be playing as the chick from that had the neon powers, and it's basically a prequel DLC. And I don't know, man. I mean, I'll pick it up if they price it right. But to be honest, if you're only playing with a chick with DLC powers, you're basically playing Infamous Second Son with one power. So one power that I already used with fucking Nelson or whatever that dude's name was. So why would I want to play this again? I don't know.
Not excited, but I still got to play Second Son. I really want to play that. So I'll play this one too after I get done playing that one. If it's like $15, that's like the general price point for DLC like this, I copy.
I don't pay for DLC, so I definitely wouldn't.
True. The big surprise at the end that let us all down, Uncharted 4. I don't care about this game. I'm not an Uncharted fan. What do y'all think?
I've never played Uncharted. I would like to play Uncharted, but it's just... I don't have a problem with Uncharted. I think it's a great game. I mean, it's one game in a year, like a lot. My thing is, I just want to see something totally different instead of Uncharted because we already knew Uncharted's coming. So
you're right. That's what
we saw it last year in E3. So
right,
for like, there was no reason
for that to be the last game that they shown. Like it was a big surprise. Womp womp. You failed on that one. So everybody knew it was coming. So
yeah, like whatever. What happened to that Colossus game or whatever?
Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah, they didn't show that.
Yeah, so
another game should have been in the making for years, and we still heard no word what's going on.
Yeah, they said apparently there were rumors before E3 that they were saying that the game was canned.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Sony supposed to have laughed about it. Was like, what are they talking about? This game is still being made, but we didn't hear anything about it. Kind of makes you wonder.
What about the Ratchet and Clank movie? First of all, I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't know. Maybe I might see it. I am a Ratchet and Clank fan, but my thing is, first of all, I knew this was coming before you. They announced this like years ago that they were making a movie for this shit. To waste precious stage time at the Super Bowl of gaming for a movie preview that we knew we knew the movie was coming. Just like, I don't get it, Sony. I don't get it. What about y'all?
Yeah, a movie at a gaming convention that definitely shouldn't happen.
I was looking at it, I was like, okay, new Ratchet and Clank for the fans, and then I saw Ratchet and Clank and then movie in small print at the bottom. I was like, oh my fucking god, come on, yeah. I'm not excited for that. Whatever, man.
What about a game?
What about this one? Grand Theft Auto 5 coming to PS4, PC, and Xbox.
Well, let's just all say it, because this used to be a comment always said to us when we said how great PC gaming was. You guys don't have Grand Theft Auto 5 and you never get it. Well, PC has it now. Ding ding, game's over. But anyway,
and there'll be mods.
Yeah, there will be mods. Yeah, we will have heist if they don't ever bring heist out, because someone will mod heist into the game. So
very good point, Tig. Kudos to you. Very good point.
Exposed.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'm not buying it though.
Right. I'm not.
I don't think I'm buying it either.
They gotta really show me something like so amazing on the PC that'll make me go out and buy it. But I really don't want to justify going and buying this game again. And it's only been a year. Yeah, and it should have dropped with heist already, and it's almost about to be an entire year, September. So we only have 2-3 more months. Yeah, we're still waiting. So are you going to wait until the remaster version comes out in order to give us heist, or what are you doing, Rockstar? I really want to love you, but
I bet
really
you
did drop the ball.
I bet you they'll do that, and then they'll make it like exclusive heist on the next gen version.
You know what? Yeah, dog. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They're going to do that shit. They're going to make you buy a next gen version.
Remember where you heard it here first?
Right.
Well, I just traded in. Shoot, because the cool thing they said though was if you had your characters on the last gen version, you actually can bring those characters over to the next gen version. Now,
can I bring it on the PC
PCs,
though?
No,
yes,
I don't know about PCs, but I know for the consoles you can actually bring it over. So
I'm not going to get it for the PS4 though, if that's the case. So I'm still going to get it on the PC if I really want to get it.
Grand Theft Auto 5. That game put me to sleep, man.
Both of y'all did it.
Yeah,
I beat the damn game in a week, and I
put
love
me
the
to
story.
sleep. What's the name?
I love the story. Y'all ain't beat the shit. Hold on, before we segue. This is going to all the people who are like, I really want this game, and got like extra excited about it. Okay, why are you excited about it? Okay, mine is these two dudes, because even though you said he was bored, and Tick was trying to do Let's Play, so that's why he hasn't beat it yet. But for all the people who have beat the game already, give me a legit reason why you want this game. Oh, is it because of graphics? Is it because of frame rate? But you all don't care about that. You all don't care about that shit.
Sounds like exposure to me.
This sounds like some comments are coming.
And you know that this game is going to be $60 on at least on the consoles. Come on, son. You can't get excited for that.
Smart.
Kiss my ass if you excited about this game.
I hate you. Go kill yourself.
I say people, they was like, you know what, Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PS4? Oh yeah, that's a must buy for me. I say, you gotta be kidding me. But look,
you can't even make the argument that you're excited for it for the graphics and the frame rate, because from the trailer that I saw, it doesn't even look like they improved the textures.
True.
It looked like
it's
just
the
original game and bumped the resolution up. So, yeah, no, I'm not buying that shit.
Well, it was already pretty enough on the last gen anyway. So
it was. But people still complained about it. Why would you buy the game over though? What real reason do you have for buying the game over at this point if you already beat it and you're already playing online and you're bored of it at this point? There's no reason.
What about wasting precious stage time to show the trailer for The Last of Us? Oh my god.
Same concept for me. I beat the game already.
I'm not
Why am I excited? If you haven't played the game,
because Tig hasn't played it. That's why he's excited. So you can be excited for that reason. But most of you motherfuckers have played it. So why are you excited? You bought a PlayStation 4. You spent $400 to buy the same game you bought last year. Please explain this concept to me. I don't get y'all, man.
1 year. 1 year. I could understand 3 years. I could understand.
It's been a year. It's been like 8 months.
Hold on.
Yo, tell them why you mad, Jay. Tell them why you mad, son.
Hold on. It's been an entire year at this point. Cause then that game come out in June. It came out like a week after E3.
Okay, well,
so it came out in June.
We just made the anniversary.
It's about to be a year. It's about to be a full year.
We just
come on,
made
yo.
the anniversary.
You can't damage control that shit. And and me and Tick know the one person who was fanboying over this shit. Matter of fact, he playing it right now on Twitch.
Yes, he is on Twitch. That's the only game he plays.
The darkest dude on YouTube.
And he mad excited,
I'm an unknown character. So.
I hate you guys. I really hate you guys. Hey, want to buy this game over.
Man. What's the name? Another thing that just gave me fucking cancer was they was talking about old ass games on stage. More old ass games because GTA and Last of Us. First of all, they got on stage and bragged about PlanetSide 2 coming to PS4. First of all, PlanetSide 2 was announced like before the PS4 even came out, so we all know that's coming.
We talked about that shit last year.
We talked
last year on the podcast.
Look, right. So hold on. You TV to tell me, JG. Sony got on stage E3 2014 to talk about a game that came out on PC in 2012. Fuck out of here, bro.
Everybody
it still looks better on PC. It looks like trash on PS4. I seen a screenshot.
Run like trash.
It looked like the PC version on medium settings. Fuck out of here, Sony, man.
Y'all could have been playing this game, but y'all excited because it's on the console. Get out of here. It's not even as good, bro. Hey, let's talk about that. What's that flying game that people was tripping off?
No.
We gonna get on that.
And then also Minecraft. First of all, they didn't even talk about the Vita at the Sony press conference. So basically, they just confirmed they don't give a fuck about it. Vita's dead in the water. You just gave the crown to the Nintendo. Didn't even try to fight to make your handheld relevant. But they did spend 2.5 seconds talking about Minecraft is coming to Vita. I don't give a fuck as a Vita owner. I don't want to play bootleg Legos. Fuck that game. But yeah, let's talk about that one game Tick was talking about that made everybody mad. Because, like, for the most part, people thought the video that I uploaded was funny, but there was one game that nobody's allowed to dislike, and it's called No Man's Sky. Now, who wants to take the floor on No Man's Sky?
I want to. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So look. First off, he edited the video. When we first saw the video, we were like, "Yo, this game looks stupid." We was like, "Yo, this is colorful. It's hurt my eyes. It's too weird looking. We don't care." But then when we started watching a little bit more, we actually started liking it.
And I edited it that way because I wanted to keep the video fast. I wanted to keep it funny, but maybe I should have shown us that we did like it towards the end.
Yeah, we actually started to warm up to it. We still didn't think it was the greatest thing in the world, but we still was like, okay, it looks pretty cool. We might somewhat think about actually trying it.
I like the flying element, so it actually looked pretty cool.
The game looks slightly interested, but in all honesty, I don't give a fuck that much. Like, and this is why, okay? It's cool that you can go from the ground, get in the spaceship, and go straight into space. That is cool. That is very... No Man's Sky is impressive from a technical standpoint, but from a fun standpoint, why is this game fun to you guys? You haven't gotten your hands on it. They still have not explained what is the point of the game. All I see you doing is running around, looking at dinosaurs, Chucky Fincher's hair, getting in a spaceship and going in the sky. What is the objective of this game? Is there a story mode? Is there co-op?
It has to be a nostalgia effect. It has to be a nostalgia effect. That's it.
I swear you motherfuckers are like fucking peanut-headed squirrel niggas just so easily impressed. There's no reason to ever think that this game should be fun. It's impressive from, like I said, a technical standpoint. But is the game fun? I need to see more of it.
If I get the most hate out this video, I'm quitting.
I don't give a fuck. I'm being totally reasonable. JG, what reason do you want to buy No Man's Sky? What looks fun about that game to you?
Nothing really looks fun except the flying elements. Like, I think that there was a little bit of gameplay there, shooting somebody else. Like, I barely saw anything. I don't know what it is.
Who's the protagonist? Who's the antagonist?
We don't know anything.
We don't know anything about this game. So why should I be excited from it?
And I'm not really crazy about air combat. Like, I don't really care much for pew pews. Like, that's not me.
I don't know, man. I feel like you motherfuckers are just so easily impressed, and you shouldn't be.
Yeah, if everybody got mad in the comments, I hope that you buy that game and I hope that you play it for a long time and enjoy it. Because for you all being so damn upset at the video, and like I said, NWN edited it that way. We kind of liked it a little bit. But from what you saw, you just assumed that we all just hated it. And, oh, God, you guys hate every fucking thing. What's wrong with indie games? All that bullshit. You better play that damn game.
Look. And in defense of the video, like, I changed my top comment to, all the people bitching in the comments about our E3 live reaction, because a lot of people were saying, "Oh, y'all just hated on every game." We liked Far Cry, we liked Batman, we liked Bloodborne, we liked The Order 1886. We did not hate on everything. Well, the problem is the most of shit Sony showed was trash. And if you paid attention to the video, we wasn't hating on any of those games that I listed. We were just making funny comments. But y'all are such emotional fucking fanboys. You get your butt hurt. I don't get you niggas, man. I'm just sick of this shit, bro. I'm turning up. Let's go.
And like I said in the beginning, before we even got to Sony, we only were going in on Sony because, like we said, they were showing games that we saw before E3. Second, they were showing multiplats that we've already, know that it's going to be on other consoles and PC. Third, they were showing the same IPs that we've seen forever that have had like they're like the fifth version of the series, bro. Like we wanted new IPs.
Fourth, they spent a large portion of their time showing off indie games. And first of all, don't get it twisted. I like some indie games, okay? I got a series.
Warframe.
First of all, how you gonna call me an indie game hater when I got a series on my channel called It Came From Steam where I highlight indie games? Like some of them. Exposed, I like some of them, but to spend all that time on the Super Bowl of gaming to show off fucking indie titles, get the fuck out of here. I want to see some triple title exclusive. I swear y'all fucking retarded.
I got a comment. Why y'all be bitching about people in the comment section?
Cause y'all deserve
fucking
it. Y'all
retarded.
don't know how to shut up. Like after a while, it gets annoying. So like the last two podcasts, we ignored y'all little fruitcakes, but now we about to go in on y'all.
Right.
Just think about it, man. Calm down before you make a comment. Don't just think just because you see one thing that you just know what we're thinking. Sorry, we do like games. We don't hate everything.
Let me give you you fucking idiots another example. You mean to tell me that you bought your PlayStation 4 to play Hotline Miami 2? Fuck out of here, bruh. Get out of here.
We already had Hotline. We already got Hotline.
Yeah, you play that shit on a cell phone, yo. Y'all making me turn like Tick, man. Y'all getting on my nerves, yo. Y'all fucking idiots, bruh. But shout out to the people. Shout out to the people who do support. Because I saw some rational comments in there, and they was actually agreeing about what we were saying. So shout out to y'all that don't get mad. And hey, if we don't like No Man's Sky, you shouldn't be like JG said, go out there and buy the game. But like I said, man, y'all think that's cool to spend like 30 minutes on stage talking about fucking indie games? Man, fuck out of here. And let's talk about how Sony was talking about numbers on stage. 200 million screen shares. Nigga, what? Who cares?
I called that shit, yo. I knew they were going to do it, and they waited until it wasn't the last half hour, but it was like an hour into it when they started talking about that. Nobody gives a fuck. I hate when Nintendo does it, and I really hate when Sony does it. Both of you, like,
kudos
it's no
to Microsoft,
need.
Kudos to Nintendo, because neither one of them did it this year.
Yeah, I'm happy about that. But it's no need. Fuck them, man, for doing that.
Other than that, I mean, like I said, The Order 1886 looks cool. Mortal Kombat looked cool. Batman, Metal Gear, like all that shit looked cool, but all of them were multi-plats except for The Order. So what does Sony have? It has The Order and a bunch of random ass indie games that you motherfuckers apparently bought your PlayStation 4 to play. I don't get it.
The only thing I'm confused about is Bloodborne. I don't know if that's going to be an exclusive or not, but that was also CG, so we don't know. We don't know what type of game it's going to be.
What was that game where you were underwater with the fish? Are you serious? Y'all bought a PlayStation 4 to swim with fish? Y'all bought a PlayStation 4 to swim with fish?
And according to Moshi, it was made by the same people who made Journey, and Journey had no point. Journey had no point to it. But you walked around and had a nostalgic, so you're going to be swimming around and having a nostalgia effect. You can play it if you want to, but I'm not into it. Sorry.
You bought your PlayStation 4 to play Entwined, that fucking bird game where the birds was like flying over. You want to be a bird? That's what y'all are, a bunch of bird ass niggas, bruh.
Yeah, Articuno and Motrin.
Right. Y'all bought y'all PlayStation 4 for that? Man, Sony fanboys are the worst, man.
I just want to see who's going to be who's going to be the adults and actually apologize for talking with their emotions, yo, because that's all they were doing, yo. Like, they really were just going off their emotions, because honestly, they should have known we didn't hate everything. I mean, the first 3 minutes we were loving all the games. Like, come on, son. Like, they were just talking out their emotions, definitely.
Right.
Like, it's an ego and pride thing. They won't. Ain't nobody gonna apologize. He's gonna be bitching at us even more. So go ahead and get your hate out.
Pretty
I'm
much.
looking forward to the fish game. Whatever, nigga.
All right, go ahead. Be my guest.
What's the name? So, oh yeah, they also announced the PlayStation TV and Vita TV. You could play Vita games on your TV now. That was gonna be $99, and I think it said you can stream Netflix and shit from it. So that's gonna be like an Apple TV competitor. And then the PlayStation TV was they're gonna be selling TVs. They said at exclusive stores, I think, or the PlayStation Now is gonna be built into the TV, and it's gonna come with a PlayStation controller. So you can stream games straight to the TV, which I mean that's kind of cool. What do y'all think about that?
I'm still looking to hear more about PlayStation Now. Like, how are you going to buy the games? Are you going to be able to rent the games? What is the price point going to be on the games? Can you play the entire back catalog along with PS4 games? I have a lot of questions. The concept is nice though, but from what I've heard so far about the beta, it's very slow. So I'm hoping that you all get that together. I'm still looking forward to see what else you have as far as the information. But I mean, it looks nice. Like I said, it's a nice concept. So I hope that it does well.
What's the name? So let's go around the table because that's all I got on my notes for Sony. Tick, what do you give a final grade for Sony?
They showed a lot of exclusives, but like 70% of them were indies. I would give them. Man, this is hard. I'll give them a B. In fact, no.
Yeah,
sorry,
that's
too
generous.
That was way generous. Hold on. I give them a D plus.
What's the name? What about you, JG? What'd you give Sony?
Man, I will give them a C- because of the order. I think that the order just really had me excited for it. Other than that, Sony talking about the numbers and talking about the movies and that anime, comic, whatever the hell it was, kind of threw me off. And of course, spending so much time on these indie games. I'm sorry, yeah, I get a C- on this one.
They get a big fat D from me because the Order 1886 looks absolutely amazing. I don't care about Uncharted 4. Little Big Planet, I'm a grown ass man. I don't want to play that. Batman, Mortal Kombat, all that other stuff, multiplats. They'll be available on PC and Xbox One. So, I mean, like I said, they get a D plus for me.
Oh, let me take mine back. I give them a C.
They get a D for me. I just don't care about the fish game. I need to see more from No Man's Sky. I just think they can do better, and hopefully y'all understand where we're coming from. This is E3. You're supposed to be showing exclusive new IPs, and instead you're showing Hotline Miami 2. It's like Mr. Moshi said, is it this analogy? It's like letting a minor league team play at the World Series, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't, it's okay if they did like a whole montage of all the indie games that they're coming, but to spend specific time on an indie game, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, because I remember them doing that last year. Like, they rarely
did a
spent any time.
montage.
Yeah, they did a montage on all the indie games that were coming, and that was cool. Even though people were still mad, we couldn't fault them for that. But you all spent like specific time on them, and that could have easily waited for the show floor. Like, not taking anything away from any developers, because you all are going to think that we're haters again. But I feel like at a press conference, when you're trying to show the big titles, these should be specifically for the AAA exclusive titles, not the indie games.
Yeah,
Save it for the show floor, where you can have an in-depth analysis with GameSpot or IGN or Twitch about it.
I gotta understand that E3 is bigger than gamers. Like, E3, the whole world is paying attention. Fucking Time Magazine, Forbes, places that don't normally talk about games. People that can really push your platform and your system are there reporting on games to people that don't normally give a fuck about games. So this is your chance to reach a new audience. And what do you show? The fish game. So as a, like, imagine being like a writer at Times or Forbes or whatever, these random non-gaming outlets, and they got to go back to their boss and be like, what did they show? The fish game. And like, oh, well, we'll give you a column on fucking page 18 in the damn paper. Like, they should have came with their A game, and instead, to me, they came with their D. So what you gave him, Tick, you gave him a C, and you gave him a C.
I changed it to a C.
I gave him a C minus.
I gave him a fucking D.
And no remasters, though. Why waste time doing a remaster? That's just lazy.
And spending time on that shit too.
Do a sequel, no remasters, yo. That's just a cheap way to rip people off.
So they both got a C, and I gave them a D plus. So I guess it would be a C minus is what it would average out for Sony. So they passed barely, but they passed. And on to Nintendo, which in my opinion, they had the most games that actually interest
Put
me.
some happy music on.
Yeah, for once, you guys, we're not gonna play sad music for Nintendo because I thought they had a decent showing. So let's first start off with one of Tick's favorite games, Smash Brothers. They announced Pac-Man is coming to Smash Brothers, and the trailer that I saw, Pac-Man really fits in well with the game. That might be one of the first characters I tried. I thought it was really cool. They also announced Kid Icarus' mom, which I don't know. I think that's her mom. From what I looked up, I don't know anything about her. Paulina or some shit is her name. Please don't rip me in the comments because I don't know. I never played Kid Icarus. I got it, just never played it. And then they also announced that you'll be able to put your own Mii fighter into Smash Brothers. You can import it, and they have 3 different custom fighting styles.
OP. It's gonna be OP.
There's the sword style, the gunner style, and the brawler. So does any of that interest you guys or nah?
No, it don't interest me.
What about you?
I mean, I feel like they're taking a lot of steps to really make this game over the top, and I kind of like it. I feel like they're taking a lot of good steps for the competitive community. So, I mean, besides that Mii stuff, because they have like move sets now for your Miis, and you can also have special move sets for every character. That's really going to be interesting when it comes to the competitive aspect. So I'm sure that they're going to come up with some rules or something that balances that out. But I mean, you can pretty much just make your premier Smash fighter. So I'm really excited for what they have. And the only thing I'm not excited was that
Amiibo.
Yeah, whatever.
And that's
the
what
fuck
I was
it's called.
transitioning into.
Yeah.
They announced Amiibos. If you did not hear, think of Spyro Skylanders, where basically it's a game. And you buy like different figurines, and they use Smash Brothers as an example, but they said it's going to work with other games. You buy like a Mario or a Zelda figurine, and then you put it on your Wii U pad, and it puts it in the game. And I was really confused about this because I was like, what the fuck is the point of buying a Mario figurine if Mario is in Smash Brothers? But apparently, using the figurine, you can create custom stats, and the characters get stronger. They didn't say whether or not the Amiibos can only fight each other, or if you can actually implement it into the regular game. If that's the case, that'd be cheap as hell, like for a player to be using custom stronger players. And the more you play with your little figurine, the stronger it gets, and blah blah blah. It doesn't interest me. What do y'all think of this?
Nah,
It's
I'm
Smash
not. It reminds me of what is that toy, like Outlanders or something?
That's what it says. Skylanders.
Skylanders. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Ain't nobody interested in that, especially no grown ass man. Or at least I would hope not. This is only for the little kids who care about this shit. Other than that, man, I'm excited for Smash Brothers. I feel like they got a lot of good content. But the only thing I'm confused about, apparently, I think the 3DS version got delayed until a little bit later. Yeah, I saw some news like right after. I don't know if that was a rumor or not. It was one of the versions. Don't quote me on that. But I saw something that said that one of those versions got delayed, and I'm pretty sure it was a 3DS version because that was supposed to come out this summer, and then the actual Wii version supposed to come out later on. But I think it was a 3DS version, so it might be a setback if that's true.
What's the name? They also announced Yoshi Yarn. They showed off Yoshi Yarn, and it was like Kirby Yarn.
These niggas trying to knit shit, yo.
Like, first of all, Yoshi Yarn looked exactly like Yoshi Island. It's just like he was made of yarn, and the same thing with Kirby. And I'm like, is this what Nintendo fanboys talk about as innovation? Because I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. What do y'all think?
Not excited for either one. We can move on.
Yeah. That new Zelda that they announced, though, I haven't played a Zelda in a while. I might have to pick this one up. That game was looking fucking amazing. Absolutely
Definitely does.
Gorgeous. And then they said that the game is going to be open world. What? I'm down with Zelda.
It's Skyrim Zelda, but is there blood in it when you hit things?
I doubt it. It's Nintendo.
It's Zelda, man. Come on, you know it won't.
I'll pass.
I mean, maybe.
Why you say it like that?
Maybe they'll have some creature guts. I don't know. Probably not, though. But the one controversy about Zelda is they say that new character model looks like a woman. for Link. So
He always
I
looked kind
don't-
of
He's always
metro to
looking
me.
good.
Yeah.
but they said he really look like a woman now though. So I don't know. It kind of does, and you know the little Zelda fanboys, Nintendo fanboys are really upset about this one. Even though he always did look kind of feminine, but I ain't worried about that. The game looks fucking amazing, and it might be I don't even want to say might be. It will be a system seller, definitely.
They should just be happy they got some games coming instead of nitpicking about his hair and shit.
Yeah.
They have this one adult game that I saw on Game Trailers, though. I forgot what it was called. I was looking at, what was it? Jay?
Devil's Third or something. I think like Devil's
something
Third.
like that. That game is something worth getting on the Wii as an adult. But the funny thing is, if you go to GameTrailers.com and you look at it, it has 15 likes and 15 dislikes. It's the most disliked game out of all the Wii games I saw.
And I wonder why.
Because it's for adults, and Wii and
fucking
Nintendo people like to
haters.
play with flowers and little cutesy wootsy little animals and things like that. Because of
Right,
Wii.
that's why I was surprised about this when I first saw it, because this wasn't on the actual Nintendo conference, but they showed this yesterday on the floor event. This was made by the same person who made Dead or Alive, so he made this game, made it a Wii exclusive, and it's like it's a beat 'em up / shooter, so there's a seamless transition between shooting and actual sword play or whatever.
Things.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of gore, a lot of guts, and it transitions between first person and third person. It looks nice as far as the gameplay elements. Now the graphics, this is the Wii
great.
U, so yeah, you can't really say that they're not fucking amazing because they're not. It looks kind of trash, but once again, this is the Wii, so this is what you're going to get. But it looks great to me. I don't think a lot of people are going to get it because we can already see the Nintendo fan base. But I would like to play it. I'm not gonna lie.
One game that sparked my interest, I'm not saying I would definitely pick it up, is a new IP that they announced. Captain Toad from Mario is getting his own game. From what I saw, I just haven't seen enough gameplay to say that I'm definitely gonna pick it up, but it did pique my interest. It's nice to see that they're gonna do
I
something.
didn't see that. No,
but Toad's a
I didn't see
bitch.
that.
But I'm watching that game. But Toad is a bitch. Go ahead.
but I did look at that thing you said Moshi was talking about, which was Splatoon.
Yeah, that game.
It looks a little weird, but guess what? Sony and Xbox fans, it's a new IP.
Ooh.
Brand spanking new.
It looked all right from what I've seen. I need to see more, but I'm watching that game too. I'm watching.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool. The whole concept was you got to, it's two teams. They're going around tagging thing. It's pretty much what it is. You got to cover up as much area of the battlefield as you can, but you can also shoot the other teammate with your paint weapons. It's kind of like paintballish at the same time. So it's kind of cool. And then you can use when you mark your paint everywhere, you can actually use it to fast travel, to duck under stuff, and it's got some cool concepts to it. So.
Mario Party 10, I don't care about this game. They announced Mario Maker. They didn't really flush out exactly what it is, but they were saying that they're basically going to give you a bunch of different options. You can make your own Mario game. And IGN was joking, you might not ever see another Mario game again because you got Mario Maker. Would you guys be interested in making your own Mario game?
No, I don't have that much time.
Nah, not at this point. And I ain't creative. I don't give a fuck. I don't know what I would do. But I mean, it's nice for the people who really care about that and want to play the old maps again and put some hazards in there or whatever the hell to make the map, hard as fuck. But I ain't interested.
Nintendo said, we tired of making Mario, you make them.
Right, that's pretty much what they said.
I don't really care about that game. One game I am looking motherfucking forward to.
Project Giant Robot.
What? Are you talking about Xenoblade? Because that's where I was going.
No, I was just talking about Project Giant Robot.
I don't know what you're talking about, but Xenoblade, if you like JRPGs, this game looks fucking awesome. The combat looks awesome. There's big Gundams flying everywhere. You're fighting monsters and shit. I don't know if this is the game that they announced last year called X, and that was the code name for Xenoblade. It would make sense. It kind of looks like it. I'm not sure. So don't quote me on that, but Xenoblade looks awesome. That is a definite pickup. Definitely blowing off the dust for the Wii U. I want to play Xenoblade. What about y'all?
All right, that's it. Well, I'm not really excited for it, but it does look nice. It definitely does look nice. It's going to be another system seller, so that's pretty much what I look forward when I talk about Nintendo games. It's going to be a system seller.
Fuck both of you. I play it by myself. Listen, and the last big announcement was Star Fox. Star Fox is coming. It is in the works. My body is ready for this. What do y'all think of Star Fox being announced?
Is this the Star Fox where you're flying in a ship, or is this the GameCube one where you're running on the ground and you're fighting things, which I thought was pretty fun? I like that.
I like it too.
I like that game actually. That game was all right. But from what they showed, they just showed Arwen gameplay. Really, it was just like conceptual shit. They were just basically teasing it. They didn't really show like a full trailer. They were just teasing it, and then they said it was coming. All we saw was the Arwen.
That's what I was mad about. Okay, well, this was already leaked, so they said, a Star Fox game might be coming. And Nintendo's Direct, first of all, they did Robot Chicken little shorts or whatever. And there was one particular short where Reggie Fils-Aimé and Mario were on the stage or whatever. And somebody in the crowd said, well, what about Star Fox? And then Reggie used laser beams and obliterated this dude. I was like, where are you going with this? And that made me so upset. I was like, yo, are you really just doing your fans like that? Like, you're trying to make a joke, but you know that people were legit pissed. And I was pissed as fuck. I'm like, okay, so you spend this entire conference and you're not going to announce anything new, anything that Nintendo fans and former Nintendo fans have been waiting for forever. And then they finally, at the very end, they showed a little glimpse of Star Fox. And it wasn't really a glimpse. It was just Miyamoto with the damn Wii tablet. And then they had it blurred out.
They were teasing people. They knew what they were doing.
That was some bullshit. I didn't like that. But whatever. At least it's coming. I just have to wait and see when it will come around. Because I know it's not going to come out this year. Hopefully next year.
What's the name? That's all I got on my notes. Let's go around the table. Tick, what is your final grade for Nintendo?
Nintendo, man, okay, they won. They get a B plus. They get a B plus. Now the reason I give them a B plus, I can't give them a complete A, is one, their system is trash. It is still last gen graphics, so they still lose points for that. They still don't have really any online support. They don't have third party support. Now they showed what they did was good. They showed nothing but exclusives, but that still goes back to they don't have third-party support. So Nintendo fans had to wait about a year and a half just for Nintendo to make all these exclusives. So after these drop, they probably have to wait another year and a half to get some more.
Yeah, true.
Now, like I said, I still
got a new console coming.
Yeah, like I said, they're still gonna be because they showed new IPs and exclusives only, but it was only because they had to. But
look, like, because that's what the haters, Nintendo haters, are gonna do. They only showed exclusives because they had to. At the end of the day, it's still exclusives. A win is a win, Tick.
Yeah. So
exposed. What about you, JG?
I give them a solid B. Now, they did show all games. They didn't talk about anything else but the games. And one interesting thing, besides Smash Brothers, which they talked about the 3DS, they didn't mention any 3DS games. And in these other Nintendo Directs, they kind of neglected the Wii U. So I'm actually pretty happy that they stuck with just showing games for the Wii U.
Very good point.
They had exclusive IPs, of course, because it's Nintendo. Of course, they didn't have any third-party support, but it doesn't matter. This is what we were just talking about. Nintendo stuck to their guns, and they tried to get a little bit of humor with the Robot Chicken claymations. Even though the part that I was talking about, I liked the other parts. It was pretty funny and interesting. So I definitely give them a solid B. I was looking to hear about that console though. They didn't talk about that. So I was kind of confused on that as well, but they get a B from me.
Yep, and I can't give anybody an A. I don't think anybody really showed out that much at E3 this year, but I do agree. Nintendo won this year's E3. I give them a B+. I'm interested in Zelda, the Toad game, Splatoon, Xenoblade, Star Fox.
ModernWarNegro is the youngest out of all of us too, so it makes sense.
This guy is such a fucking idiot, bro. I swear to God. That's 5 exclusives on the system that I'm interested in, and that's 5 more than the other one. So Nintendo gets the W for me. We're proud of you, Nintendo. This is not a big step forward, but they're crawling. They're trying. They are trying to do better, so I can't even hate on them for that. That is all I got on my notes for the E3 side of things. One last piece of news, and this is kind of random. Did you guys see the news of the girl who got robbed on Twitch?
Yep, I watched that clip.
How do y'all feel about that? Yeah,
dog, that is crazy.
I want to say it's funny, but it's messed up. So I can't really say it's funny, but it was funny.
If you guys didn't hear, basically a dude broke into this girl's house while she was live streaming Dota 2, and he basically at gunpoint robbed them or whatever. And apparently she wasn't the intended target. He was looking for some guys with like cash and money or whatever, and he just went to the wrong house or something like that. But one funny part of the whole situation was, like Tick said, was her friends didn't even know that she was getting robbed. They were just sitting there talking about the game. That was kind of fucked up. Like,
yeah, it was. They're like, oh, someone said that she just got robbed in the stream.
Like, that's kind of fucked up, bro.
Just so
like,
oblivious to the situation.
Later,
what kind of friends is that?
12 minutes later, it was like, oh, she really is getting robbed. Oh, wow.
Well, let's get back to the game. Like, what kind of friend is
like,
that?
cool.
She need to fire those friends.
Yeah, that. I couldn't even imagine something like that happening, to be honest. Like, what would you do in that situation? You can't just quickly turn the stream off. Like, somebody just bust up in your crib with guns ablazing and put you at gunpoint. This is a scary situation to think about.
It's real in the film, man.
And I know y'all niggas. I already know y'all niggas who be watching us wouldn't do shit.
Right.
Y'all be thinking that we probably playing or something, man. That's
too busy. They too busy defending their favorite piece of plastic in games
True.
they never played.
Yeah.
That is all I got on my show notes. Hopefully that girl is okay. You know what I'm saying? It's a sad situation, but that's all I got on my show notes. Tick, you got the floor. This has been Gaming Illuminati episode 26. What is your closing statement for episode 26? Go.
Yo, all in all, this was the worst E3 I've ever seen. I'm not even sure if I want to watch the next E3 that's coming up, because it seems that these consoles have lost, they've lost what the concept of E3 is. You're supposed to go up there and you're supposed to show games to sell your console, games that we must get your console to play. Only that, not multiplats, because that doesn't matter. We don't care about, you get extra early access to a DLC or something like that for your console. That's not what's going to sell it, man. You need to, show exclusive. Nintendo did right, even though like we said, Nintendo had to do it because they don't have third-party support. So they went like forever without any games being launched, and they're finally starting to get them. But like I said, a win is a win. So whatever. So I just hope these games get it. These consoles, not consoles, these brands get it right next year.
True. And JG, closing statement. Go.
All right, I'm just gonna say this and follow me here. I want Sega to come back into the ring, and the main reason because I say I want Sega to come back is that was
Sonic
actually
Boom.
Yeah. That was actually E3. That was the classic E3 that we all knew and loved. I feel like Sega just brought something to the table that put these other companies on their toes and made them step up their game. I want Sega to come back and just do it for the squad. Just bring us some shit. Just say that you're going to announce a console and just come back into the race and just kill these niggas, bruh. Just kill them.
We still waiting on Apple to put their hat in the ring too. So.
Nah, man, I don't want that shit, man. Fuck that.
They're overpriced console ever, bro.
Right, you see Apple doing it, Amazon Amazon was trying to do that, so they came out with something different. But nah, forget both of them. Sega, go ahead, do it for the squad, yo. Come back.
And my closing statement for tonight's episode is: I agree with Tick. This is one of the worst E3s in recent memory. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. What happened to those like 100 games exclusives that Sony had in development? You mean to tell me it was all indie games? Please, man, they pulling the wool over you fucking people's eyes, and y'all are such plastic defenders. I don't get it. Grown ass men defending companies and shit. You should demand better products and shit. I just don't get it, man. Hopefully, though, y'all understand where we was coming from in that last video, the E3 reactions, when we wasn't excited about Sony. Y'all gotta, I don't know, y'all gotta raise y'all standard. Y'all getting excited over it real, I don't know, man. I don't know. Look, this has been Gaming Illuminati episode 26. I like to thank you guys for listening. Make sure to subscribe to the show on iTunes. Also, links in the description box below to everything we discuss, articles. And once again, I'd like to thank you for listening, but we are out this bitch.
You waiting for the shut the fuck up?
Nah.
I ain't doing it. I ain't gonna do it.